Good morning, good morning. It is Rose and Sanjay with Motivation Station. Rose, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing well. Wearing a beautiful warm sweater.
Yeah,
Still in
no, that
a
actually looks
bright
very
moment.
that looks very warm and comfortable to be honest with you.
It's a beautiful fall time. I can already feel the fall breeze, the wind breaking through. I already got my full shoes and my jacket yesterday just
How,
to make sure I'm staying warm.
how's the weather in you're in Georgia? Yeah. How's the weather in Georgia over there?
If we take a look right now, it's like right now it's 64.
Oh, it's chilly.
Okay, and it feels like 63 with the wind. And I am, don't forget, I'm on top of the mountains, which is 2,000 feet above the level sea. So I'm a little on the different side than you are. However, um, in the morning, it could be 58. In the highest point of the sun, it could be 78. So you kind of know, right? This is the weather when you wear your dress and make sure you grab a jacket with you
Yeah, 100%.
to make sure that you are comfortably warm when it gets cold, then you can take it out and still be okay.
Yeah, no, this even in Jersey actually this week it's been the beginning of like this week was like 70s and then it went down to 60s and then I think ironically today it's kind of back. The highest is 80, but
Ooh,
it is definitely like fall weather now. Like it is hit that time that it's comfortably fall weather.
you could
But
definitely feel the chill.
you can. I wore a hoodie to work the other day just because I was like it's not exactly warm. And then it's also like the other thing with the cold is like people get sick easier. So I actually did catch um I don't want to say like a cold, but I definitely had like a scratchy throat at one day, and then like the next few
Hmm.
days, like I got like a stuffy nose, and I was like, oh man, it's already hitting. But yeah, it wasn't the greatest
Yeah.
feeling, but I'm finally doing better, so I'm happy about that at least. But yeah, I would advise to
Uh,
people to start dressing warmer
yeah.
and just be well prepared for flu season and whatnot. But
Yeah, we don't want
it's
that season around
no,
here.
no.
This is probably where I am the safest because it's just fresh air all the time. You surround yourself around the greenery, so it's always like as soon as I leave where I am and go to Jersey, and as soon as I step into Jersey, I can feel the difference in the air. So different.
Yeah,
All that gas, all that like fabric,
nice,
the
good old pollution.
factories, and all
Yep.
that. Like you could definitely. I'm like, wow, what a difference!
Yeah,
What a
no.
difference!
It's I think it's very rare because I remember even like going to like PA for like Poconos. Like I've gone to the Poconos around this time, like October, November. And yeah, like you said, the air is just like different when you go out there. It's just like it feels more fresh, more breathable, things like that. Definitely here we don't have enough trees and things like that to have nice fresh air. There's a good number of pollution going on always. Um, but we obviously make the most of what we have. But definitely, I know like for a fact that Georgia's probably like gorgeous around this time. Like the colors of everything more or less, and just like yeah. Uh, I think fall season is like a beautiful season just because it's like everything is just like in a way it's like coming to an end, but in another way it's coming to a new beginning. And yeah, no, I'm hoping. I don't know about October, so this month, and I'll go over what our months or what our month is gonna be like for each other. But this month, I'm actually gonna be going down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, in next Friday actually. So I
Mm.
think when we actually no, I'll be back by the time we shoot our 1 year episode. I should be back. But yeah, I'm going from like the 13th to the 17th or something like that, or I'm leaving like the 11th to the 18th or something like that. Um, but it should be a good trip. I mean, I know it's gonna be a little bit cooler than what we're used to going. Normally we go in September, but I think it'll still be a good time because It's not. It's like in the high 70s, low 80s, which is still decent. It might be too cold to go into like the ocean water, but like maybe we can go by the water. But they also do have a pool, and I don't remember if the pool's gonna be like too cold or not. But either way, even if like we can't unfortunately go
Comfortable
to
with
any,
it.
if we can't go into any of the waters, that's fine. We can at least like walk around, chill, go play like aquarium. There's like um Broadway at the beach. Like there's like the little
I'm
shopping
sure
little
there's a hot tubs.
yeah, yeah, exactly. There's plenty to do. So
Yes, there's so much to do out on North Beach, and when you go to Broadway, it is so much to do.
yeah, yeah. There's like
The golf course,
I gotta see. I
the
mean, it's
new,
probably worth it, but there's a thing called the Wonder Wall. A Wonder Wall?
yeah.
Wonder or something? Yeah, yeah, the upside down building where like you do like random stuff, and I think if I take my kid, like she'll have fun with it. So I'm thinking about doing that, and on top of that, I'm actually bringing like my mom with me. I'm actually trying to convince my dad to come because like he never gets out of the house.
Ooh,
So I'm trying to convince
okay.
him to be like, hey, like you've taken me on vacation all your life. Let me take you on vacation. Uh, for once. So hopefully I can convince him to come. I think the only downside is like we drive down normally, um, and they would have to kind of like sleep in the car, and I don't think they'll sleep in the car comfortably. So I
Mhm.
gotta either get a bigger car so they can sleep comfortably, or I can um, yeah, those have to wing it. But like generally, what I do is I drive down overnight. So I drive down. I leave here around like 10, 11, and then I we get there by like 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, cause at night there's no traffic. I'm just on empty roads, and you're just
Yeah.
kind of driving. But my mom was like, "Hey, how about we leave like in the morning, and then like at like 3, 4 o'clock, so then we can get there around like between like 10 and 12 o'clock." And I'm like, that would technically work too, but then by the time it hits like the halfway point, which is a little bit past DC, we'll start hitting
Okay.
traffic. Like the I don't know what they're. I think it would actually be no, it would be Saturday morning traffic, or Friday, no, Saturday morning traffic. So I don't know how exactly that would be like, but I guess we'll see.
I don't think it's that
I
bad.
don't
Was
think,
it
yes,
like 10
if it
hours?
was like Monday or Tuesday, or actually not even Mondays and Fridays, I don't know, like for Georgia, but like here in Jersey, it's not the same anymore because everybody works from home, and like they have the ability to work from home. So Mondays and
Hmm.
Fridays, a lot of people don't travel to the office.
Really?
Tuesday through Thursday is like, I went to work on Tuesday the other day, and it took me 2 hours to go to the office. It took me 2 hours
Ooh.
for a normal 45-minute drive. And I was like, I can't do this. This is way too much. So I'm gonna see if I can adjust my hours for my job. But I was like this is just insane. I can't do these hours like this. But we'll see. But anyway, so that's coming mid October. So I'm looking forward to that. But before I get knee deep in the other stuff I want to do for October's, I wanted to start with you and see where you're at. How's everything? How's Nala? How's life been for you? And what do you have for October?
This little puppy is definitely a handful. She's she needs she just needs to grow out of it. I understand because she's a labradoodle, high energy. That's a lot. That's a lot. And right now, I actually this week I received. Remember, I always drink excess drinks, right? Energy drinks. I love those. They're great. Um, ingredient wise, and now I ordered a vanilla protein shake.
Okay.
And I started, one of my partners actually suggested that. I started putting that in coffee instead of half and half, or instead of creamer. I started putting that vanilla protein shake. Oh my god, day night difference. Like you having your mushroom coffee, right? Day night difference. So I started going back and focusing on the little habits, on the small wins that I do every day that creates a big win in the end of the day. So today I continue with my vintage music and the breakfast, Saturday. And now I had a beautiful friends coming over, so I decided to do something nice. I made grilled Mexican tacos the other day with some cheese fondue. I think fondue. a very great thing for a full season. You know, when you can take a couple of cheeses, put them together, make some garlic parmesan croutons, and just dip it in. Could be a chocolate fondue, like anything warm. I feel like a full time for me, it's a seasonal. Obviously, it's a seasonal food. It's a new food. Like when you have your root vegetables, you have your butternut squash, cooking and acorn squash, and using all that stews with some vegetables.
Mm.
I am ready for that. It's definitely my favorite food, and I love making lentil soups with some, vegetables. It's just focusing on small wins,
Mm.
right? I got, I was going to, I got an interview in Ferraros, as I told you last time.
Mm.
They didn't call me.
They didn't call you back.
I spoke to them. They didn't call me back. I said they're not calling me back, so I'm just gonna go and keep looking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I went to this beautiful. It's about 20 minutes, and Ferraris is about 35 minutes. And I said, let me go to Breastdown Bold Resort, which is 20 minutes away. It's a beautiful resort. It's a golf course. They do a lot of things. It's like a hotel.
Mm.
People always come there, tourists, and it's beautiful. They have a fine dining,
Mm.
and I really wanted to work in a retro place. Maybe I told you when the
Yeah, yeah.
liquor is top to bottom and it's just a retro place. This one doesn't have a liquor top to bottom, but it is a retro place. It's haunted. It is haunted, and it's like a creepy uh wood from wood. The chandeliers, those creepy
Yeah,
rooms
yeah,
when
yeah.
you
Mm.
only see. That's exactly what's in there. So, and I am having an interview today at 2 p.m.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And while, yes, I went there yesterday. I was like, yeah, I'm looking for work. And like, what's going on? They're like, yeah, we do need somebody on the daytime.
Mm.
I was like, daytime, not too many day drinkers. But you know what? It's a job, and let's do something, right?
Yeah.
Because it's all about getting that money paid that we can reinvest. That's the
No,
gold fund,
I, I,
golden bill.
I agree. Yeah. No,
And
I
now, yeah,
Yeah. Sorry. So no, no, I was just saying. No, I agree. Like, I mean, definitely being in a boat where, it's relatable. I mean, definitely
anything
having
coming.
something.
Like, give me
Yeah,
a
have
dollar,
something.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
Like, give
yeah.
me something. I do have my cleaning business and like a network marketing business, but I don't really invest enough time in it, but I do. And but to be able to invest time over there, I need some resources. So for me right now, it's great. Resource is bartending because that's my skill.
Yeah, yeah.
Use your skill to make you money, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then get another skill to upgrade yourself.
Yeah.
So that's my uh, daily small win. And now when I got home yesterday from this press down bowl, this they set up the interview with me today. Manager from Ferraro's calls. Oh, you're still interested for work? We want to see you when you come in. Now,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
I
what
said,
happens, man.
listen,
Yeah.
yes, I said, listen, you didn't call me for a while. I already got another interview. I gotta check what the interview's gonna say, and then maybe I can moonlight. Moonlight is having two jobs at the same time. And if over there is daytime, over here it's dinner time, 5 to 9 here, and 10 to 4 there.
You
I can be
gotta
a superwoman for a season.
you gotta you play the cards right, because like I think plenty of times there's been times where I had both opportunities, and you do have to kind of make that decision. So like, because if you leave it up to them to make that decision of what you want,
No.
you can lose both. And that's happened to me multiple times. That I've even had like three job offers, and I was like, oh, one of these should bank in, and none of them banked in. So I was like, all right, well, that's that. But I think it was because I was too indecisive on what I really wanted. So for me, um as far as what's going on in my job world, so I mean, I'm still at a decent place. Like, I'm not too fond of the commute, because it is a lot. Like I said, 2 hours to drive. Like, I was like, my leg is shot. Like, I don't want to really uh
Yeah.
like have to do this all the time. So yeah, I can ask to maybe like change my hours or whatever. But my old job that hit me up, I did a second interview last Tuesday. I want to say I think it went well. Like the one guy did ask me some technical questions, which I wasn't all there for technicality wise, but like at least he knew I had the drive there. Like they both, I mean, like I met up with one of my older manager, like he was like my old director. Then the
Yeah.
manager that I interviewed with the first time was there, and then a new guy. But they all kind of like appreciate where I come from as far as like my mindset, as like the fact that I'm a caring person. I'm a person that doesn't give up on like an
Yeah.
issue, and like just be able to uh be a good customer facing person. I think that mark I nailed. So I feel like the only reason I wouldn't get the job now is because someone just had a better technical aptitude than I did, which is 100% possible. So if that happens, I'm totally cool with it. But I also appreciate like the time they're taking to do consideration, because I do feel like
Mhm.
in the past, and especially with my job now, I almost got the job immediately after an interview, but I think now they're taking a little bit more time to do it. So, for this job that I'm trying to go back to, I did an interview the first week. They set up another interview the following week, and then I think this coming week is going to be the deciding factor. So I think by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll find out if I got the job or not. But then like the
Ooh,
nice thing is I'm not panicking
good
because
luck.
I'm looking at it from like a real point of view, right? So my current job now, some things are changing where we had a game plan of how we wanted to have our team. So originally
Yeah.
we're supposed to have like a few remote people and just me on site. And I think now they're changing it to have a few remote people and a few people on site, right? So we thought that that was a good thing, but then at the same time we thought it wasn't, because it could also mean that one of us is being replaced because they don't think that
Mhm.
the one person is filling a role. So I was like, worst case, if I lose this job, then it's fine, because then I don't have to commute anymore, right? But then also like I can try to put time towards the things I want to do. Like I always wanted to try doing full time streaming for like a few weeks and just see how that goes, and things like that. But at least I have like a mindset that I know I'll be okay. Like I know I'm going on vacation next week, but at least I'll be okay for at least like maybe like a few months. But like not basically not sit there all day and do nothing for a few months, but at least catch up on myself and then go from there.
Yes.
Um,
When you have a faith, you know what? What happened to me last month? I was like, oh, no, I quit my job. Oh, right? I'm like, I have the skill. It's fine. Let me just go apply and do whatever. When you have a skill, if you don't have a skill, I'm not talking about you, but in general, guys, if you don't have a skill, go invest whatever little money you have into learning some skill, because that skill should bring you something, right? Keep doing it until you're ready for the next stage in your life. So, and that's exactly what I said. You know what? It's fine. I gave whatever last cash was in my checking account. I said I have to pay electric bill.
mhm,
It's
yeah.
normal, right? We're paying bills. We're an adult. When you're an adult, you actually have responsibilities. I said, I'm just gonna give my last, whatever was 200 for this electric bill, and then have faith. Remember, I
Yeah.
read the book of giving 10% away and having faith, and boom, and boom, and then I received my last check from the arcade, and they actually put a bonus in there that I earned
Nice.
in the quarter. I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. I was like, okay, thank you. That can help me, you know. I got my lead safety certification from OSHA, which was amazing. I was like, okay, now. And then a couple of things also happened. My friend sent me a package with the beautiful goods for a fall. He's like, oh, happy fall out of nowhere. And and a couple of dollars in there. I was like, oh, thank you. You know, things are always happening when you have a faith. And I
I,
had that faith, and I still have that faith. And now, boom, I have two jobs coming
yeah.
in without having any trouble of going like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? No, I actually took $100. I went get myself a groceries for a couple of weeks. I'm fine.
Hmm, hmm.
At the end of the day, we don't really need much. It's our brain. Oh, I need this. I want this, and I want that too. And you literally don't. What
Yeah.
do you really need?
I think, I mean, like, it's definitely, there's part of it is
Yes.
definitely, I would agree, having the right attitude for it, because that will, like, you just look forward to the next day. You're like, no problem, like, today didn't work out, there's always tomorrow, right? I also
Yes.
agree that, like I'm helping a friend. I think I mentioned this before. I'm helping a friend out, and I mean, I'm glad that this friend is driven. That they're like, oh, I'm looking at jobs that are starting at like 20, 30 an hour, and I'm like, listen, it's great to have that faith to like apply to these jobs and do your best, right? But honestly, they're in a position, I'm like, you need to just take anything, right? And I don't mean take anything because you need the money, but just use it as a stepping stool to your next step, right? Don't
Just
try
to
to
get a
like
habit of.
don't try to just go up 5 steps all at once. Just take one step at a time. There's no devalue in doing that. There's no devalue in like you working on yourself, whether it's small steps or big steps. As long as you're taking a step forward, is what I'm trying to,
Yes. I have a
insinuate there.
feeling it grows from there. And that's exactly what
Exactly.
happened to me.
But like most of it is like making sure you do have, I think, having that right attitude. And sometimes that having that right attitude isn't easy. And like even for me, like I remember, I don't remember if I said it too often the uh on the podcast here, but I do, like I remember mentioning even to like my friends and some close family, and I was just like I like the job, but it's hard with where I'm at. It's hard with working with the people I'm working with right now directly. And all of them were like, well, how do you like the job itself, like what you do at your job? I was like, I love it. Like I'm good at dealing with the people know me by name now. I've been there for only like a month, and people know me by name. I have a decent reputation. The job itself, I was like, it's not bad. I just, it's a little bit far for me, but they're paying me well enough to like make the commute and all that stuff. Um, but like, it's not that bad. They're like, just look forward to that. Because like, even the temporary work that I'm doing now with the company I'm with is temporary. At the end of October, most of the people I have had a hard time dealing with are going to be gone, because they're only there for like a portion of the project. But once the project is live and we have a contract going with the job, it's just me doing the job, and I'm confident there. But even then, I told myself, and I think that's what I was going to talk about. Stuff I'm going to do this month is I'm starting to work on my YouTube video that I wanted to start to do. Um, I'm looking into doing my. I wanted to do open mic for a comedy club one day. I'm gonna try doing that this month. Um, make more car videos. Make just like do stuff that I enjoy doing, and then obviously involve like my family and my friends and things like that. But I started, a lot of this summer, a lot of going into like even September was me focusing on me and feeling better, and now I feel better.
Taking nothing for granted.
Not just that though, right? But it's just like understanding that like sometimes you do have to work on you before you can like open back up to the world. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what I did here, and now I feel comfortable to open back up to the world. So now, like now I do stuff with people. It's October, so actually ironically today I'm gonna go to beer garden because it's like Oktoberfest
Ooh.
there. So I'm taking a few of my
Yeah.
local friends. I'm taking my wife out to Korean barbecue. A new place opened up nearby, so I was like, let's just go there. uh, Me actually having money now has like I think that's what has been killing me. And it's funny because like you mentioned, oh, we look at the stuff we want to buy, we will look at the stuff that we want, right? And now that I have money in my pocket, I look at stuff and I'm like, I don't need to buy this. Like I know I can afford it. I know I can afford it. I know I can, buy it,
That's freedom.
whatever. Now I'm sitting there, I'm like, nah, I don't need to
That's
buy this.
freedom. Mm-hmm.
So, and like
Cause you don't. You literally don't.
I paid like 90% of my bills, and I still have like 60, no, sorry, I still have like 50 or 60% of my money. So now I'm just holding on to it till next month, and then saving more money. And then I have a few things I want to do on my car. I have a few things I want to work on my house. My parents are actually going to India at the end of the month. So
Ooh.
while they're gone, I'm going to tune up the house a little bit. Get some items that the house so much really, really needs. Um, so I think they'll come back to a level of appreciation that they're like, hey, like my son took care of the house, you know. Um, but yeah, in general, like so, I think October for me, now that I have money, I can travel a little bit more. I definitely want to um, do my best with catching up with some of my older friends, and just checking in on them. Like I feel like normally my check-in is like I'll take them out to eat somewhere, treat them to like a dinner, and just catch up with them. And back then, I know like even if I took them out and they paid for me, they wouldn't mind. But I don't know. I always grew up like taking care of people, so it's like I'll it's like how do they say in India? It's like treating a guest with as a god is like godliness. So it's kind of like the
Yes,
same. So even if it's not in my own home,
same in my
well,
culture. Yeah.
if it's not in my same home, that's fine. If I ask you to come out with me somewhere, I'm like, hey, I haven't seen you in forever. Let's go get dinner. It's me saying let's go get dinner. It's on me. Some people will fight me and say they'll split or whatever. And if I don't get into huge fights. So if people fight me back, that's fine. I don't care. But otherwise, I normally offer. If I'm calling you out, I normally make the offer. Um, so it's gonna be nice to do that. I'm actually taking a hard pause on my filming because my filming for like the John Wick spinoff that I want to do, because I feel like my health needs to be worked on because it's pretty bad. So I'm gonna start filming again in the springtime. But between now and then,
Okay.
I'm gonna start hitting up the gym again, start eating healthier again. That because right now I do feel like I can do my own stunts, but some of the stunts might be hard. So I'm trying to up my health before I do that. So it's kind of like what we said on the last few podcasts, where it's like as much as it's fall and leaves are falling down and things are changing, it's kind of like the old me is doing that. The old me is breaking away from my body. It's kind of like when a snake sheds skin or something like that. Horrible
Yeah.
analogy, but you know what I mean. It's like me coming out of my skin to let the new skin come in and take over. So I think October is going to be a very fun month for me, and I look forward to it. I look forward to all the different things, and definitely
For
changes to
me,
Motivation Station. I just picked up an admin to help us out with some of our social media, posting things out there, posting up quotes.
I
Um,
love that for us. It looks amazing. She's a
yeah, so it's gonna.
amazing, brilliant
Yeah, yeah,
person.
no. So
That
I'm
has a
working
good
on another few things
reputation.
on the side as well to make our podcast kind of stand out more. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to take more time doing the stuff that I invested in, and I feel like I did almost like half-ass a lot of stuff in my life. So I told myself, whatever I do this month, no more. I don't want to say it's
That's
full ass,
exactly
but it's
what
full
I'm
ass or no
doing
ass. You
this
know what I
year.
mean?
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
um,
that's exactly what I did this year. I said I've been taking so many courses. You know what? This time I'm gonna take a course and actually work through, practice what I actually learned, and see some results.
yep.
Because just by having knowledge, it's not gonna do much.
No,
You need
I
to put it into work. And for me, I have this 1 hour away. We have this small town. It's called Helen. It's a German town. They're huge on Oktoberfest. Planning to go there. Have the real German festival,
mm,
right? Have that real German beer, and they have a beautiful pretzel. Pretzel comes from Germany. It's a very nice Bavarian pretzel with a nice beer cheese dipping it. It's so good. Guys, if you ever come to Georgia, come check it out. Helen. Definitely recommend a little German town. They have German food, German music.
I'm
Everybody
definitely
speaks
gonna.
German.
I gotta see how, because it's
Yes,
generally
it is.
in the.
Christmas time, it's very beautiful. We have the Blue Ridge town, which is a small town where I'm going to be working after hours, hopefully. And they are great. The season starts in 2 weeks. It's going to get loaded, a lot of tourists. They do a lot of things, train rides, and it's just a cool season coming up, and we're very excited about that. And also, you said that mm, lost it. Lost it. You said something like about the half-ass is one thing. Yes, definitely working through 100, giving yourself, like Ramsey Gordon says. Have you ever give yourself 100%?
Yeah.
So those words really stunned because I think you sent me that video and it's really stunned in me. And every time I'm doing something, I'm like, am I giving my 100%?
Yeah.
And that is so. at
Oh
least.
yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna say. Like when you had mentioned invest in yourself, like I definitely do see like a financial standpoint where it's like you can learn better with like spending money on books or courses or anything like that, right? But there's also just like the self discovery where you're like you can just try something and you might like it. Like I didn't think doing the podcast, like when we first started, I was like, I don't know how I feel about being in front of a camera and talking and things like that. But it opened up other doors, like, okay, maybe I'll stand in front of a mic one day and talk to people, or like do some filming. And like it's actually helping me get over my fear of how I look physically. And
Hmm.
I've been a lot more confident because of that, which is great. So like I definitely advise people to explore options, and some things might not work out, but that's fine. The beautiful part to that is that you tried it and you're like, you know what, this is not for me, you walk away. That's it. It's as simple as that, right? um
Hmm.
the oh yeah, so I went into thinking because I was like, I do want to fly out there, but I know flying out in November and December are just going to be more expensive because it's like the holiday time period. But if I fly out maybe during the beginning of November or the beginning of December, it should be cheaper. But I got to see where I'm at because I can definitely spend a weekend out there for like a little bit. I just don't want it to pull too much out of my pocket, especially since November is a more family time. So I think we'll talk more about family time periods during like November, and then December is December, obviously. But I know in December I normally go down like Cape May in Jersey. So I want to do that, but I definitely want to see you before the end of the year. So I'll figure something out. I'll
So,
stop that
what
out.
is one of the key tips that I've learned from the travelers that do travel a lot? I'm like, how do you travel so much? Like, everywhere. They just look at the calendar, right? On the flights, take it any flight you want. And usually, when you try to book a flight, it has like a calendar with pricing in it, right? Have you seen that calendar with pricing every time you're trying to book a flight? So for people, obviously they do work probably remotely or do things online. However, even if you working, you can request a PTO or a day off. And
Yeah,
people look at that calendar and they're like, "Oh, this ticket is only $37."
yeah, yeah,
My friend do not fly. Her name is Starla, and she was in Asha. She does not fly if the ticket is more than $30. And every time she flies, on a very light note, "Oh, ticket $30. I can grab it that day." That's it.
yeah,
She travels, she goes see her family, she stays with her friends, whatever. She does what she needs to do work wise, and then boom.
yeah,
She checks her calendar again on the flight. Okay, which day? Okay, this day is the most least, cost affordable. Boom.
yeah. That's why.
And I've seen that.
That's why
You can go to New Orleans, you can go for $31.
that's why
The
I'm I,
cheapest.
I'm hoping that this new place calls me back, because like it's an old job that I worked at before, and they actually had it that I used to be able to work 3 days from home, 2 days in an office. But like the way they change now, they're like they almost want me to work from home every day. And I'm like, oh, that's dangerous, because then I can go wherever I want, and as long as I have internet and stuff like that, I can work. So I'm hoping they call me back, because then traveling won't be a problem at all. But I I
Yeah.
I do take
And
what you
here, you don't need much spending.
no.
Everything's like
Yeah, no,
little.
well, not just that, but like for me, it was always like timely, because like especially if I have to be in the office. But I think I mentioned this before too, that the way I do vacations now, outside of I always do 1 week in Myrtle Beach and 1 week in Cape May. Like those are, or no, 1 week in Myrtle Beach and a weekend in Cape May, right? But
Those are
now,
traditions of your family.
yeah, but other than that, now
Okay.
when I do any sort of getaway, I do weekend trips. I don't do week long trips. I don't do like I'm gonna take 2 weeks off and go somewhere, unless it's like a huge
Yes.
trip. Like I think next year I'll be going to India again.
Yeah, we
But
spoke
like,
about that. three
but like,
day
I'd rather like
getaway.
I have a friend in California. I'll go fly out like on a Thursday night, come back Sunday. At least I had a few days out there, and then like I didn't miss work. I didn't do anything like that, right? So I'm gonna do that a little bit more. I'm definitely gonna have my family travel with me more too. When we have time. So like that's what I come to appreciate, and it's like the small ones, like you said, right? Like people wait all year to do like one big fantastic trip, and I'm like, no, I like doing my the weekend getaways like once a month, and like that's affordable. That's it's still a lot of fun. There's still so much you can do. So that's like where I'm at. I know next year I think we're actually trying to aim for Disney. I just haven't figured out where we want to go to Disney yet. But
Okay.
I'm trying to. Yeah, but that's next year, so I'm not trying to get too ahead of myself. But that that's where I'm at with like that process, and I like definitely within the last few months going into like October, I definitely have been feeling like 1,000% better. Like now I feel like I'm ready to go back to the like the real world with people. Like I feel comfortable enough. I took a break from even friends. Like it was sad to say, but I messaged some good friends and like I grew with them. It was friends I talked to daily, and I told them I was like I need some time alone for a little bit, with my family and things like that. And I've been spending a lot more time with my family, a lot more time with myself, and I feel refreshed. And these people, not once were they like, "You're leaving me. I'm never going to talk to you again." They said, "Do what you need to do, and then just come back." That's it. So that goes to
You
show that
feel
these
like,
guys
yeah,
actually care,
like, yeah, like I have a feeling like you were born
right?
again, like you're a brand new person. That's how I see you in a whole year range that we've been here every Saturday, and I just see you as a brand new person. It's like,
I can
wow,
say the same to you.
feel different, think different, do things different, attitude. Like, okay, this is happening. Okay, how are we gonna react about it? Okay,
Yeah,
this is what we do. Are we a child? Are we an adult? Okay, we're an adult. So how are we gonna react to it? What's the solution? Write down 10 solutions. Okay, pick one, do it. Okay, boom, it's done.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's such a huge difference.
It's definitely refreshing, and yeah, like I said, like
Like
it's been a roller
flip.
coaster ride. Maybe it's a roller coaster ride, and I'm at my peak, but like it's funny because I guess in a
Life
way,
is a roller coaster.
in a way though, like if I think about it as an analogy, right? When you go down on a roller coaster, like when you go all the way up, it's like you have not a fear building, but an excitement building, right? And then when the roller coaster goes downward, like you are excited, right?
Hey y'all, I don't know who that is, but hello.
It's Ray. I guess Ray
Oh,
jumped
hi
out earlier.
Ray.
Um,
We need to like me and you need to talk, Ray, so we can get to know each other a little
yeah,
better.
if anything, you can probably add Ray on Facebook, or we'll get like a group chat going so we can figure things out.
Yeah,
But yeah, like when you're on a roller coaster and you're going down and you
she's
get
very
that
creative.
that
Mhm.
uh that pit on your stomach, that you feel that like quick fear of going back down. I think that's what I was always afraid of. Kind of
Mhm.
in life, if you think about it, like once the roller coaster goes back down, is it gonna go back up for me again? And I think I always had that fear, but now it's like I understand that it's gonna go back up, and it's gonna go back down, and it's gonna go back up, and it's gonna keep doing that until the end of the ride, right? So I think over the course of the year, it was like self discovery on that, and I think that's why I'm happy, kind of like with where we're at here. So we'll see how.
It's like a reality check. It's like
Yeah,
okay, reality check. What's
we,
next?
we gotta
What's
we, got-
next?
we gotta
What's
see how
making me
that goes.
happy?
Yeah,
Do what
and,
makes us happy, and then boom, flip. It's like those small wins add up,
yeah, 100%. And then, like I said,
and
there's a
really
lot.
proud moments. I'm really proud of you of where you came and where you are, being accepting yourself, who you are, how you look, you know, that you can stand in front of the people and do a mic open
Yeah,
mic.
open
Like,
mic. Yeah,
this is such a huge switch.
yeah,
You know, it's like you switch, you turn the light on.
yeah.
Now everything is shining and bright. Like, come on, you could put that light on. You don't
You
have
know,
to sit
you
in
know
the
what it is?
dark.
I think it's more than just turning on the light. Now it's like I have the light on, and now I'm looking around at what the light is shining on. I
Okay,
think
you already
yeah, the
went
light's on
further.
now. Yeah, yeah. So like I think this like up until September's the month, the point to like I was feeling things in the dark, and I was like, what if I just turn on the light and then go through
Yeah,
it, right? And then now I finally have the light switch on, and I'm feeling good, and I'm
I
feeling
clean
confident.
around, put
Yeah.
some furniture,
Yep. Now I'm like, hey, I
make it
could put this here.
cozy.
I could put this there. I was like, what is this doing here? It needs to get out. I don't have time for fear. I don't have time for embarrassment. Like, get the hell out of here. Stuff like that. But I'm definitely, yeah, I think I'm definitely in a better place, and I appreciate your kind
I'm
words, and I can say the same
I'm
for you.
absolutely excited for Ray. I
Yeah,
think she's a great addition to our team,
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
super excited. Yes,
Ray's gonna be putting in work for our social media and then doing some help on the side for me and helping me in that. So definitely, maybe one day we'll have like Ray on the podcast just to talk about
yes.
their
Hear her
ambitions
story.
and their dreams and stuff like that. But we'll
Yes,
get to
right.
that point for sure. But we appreciate you, Ray. We really do.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. It's feeling inside. Like it's not even feeling inside. Like you can get stuck in where you are and keep getting stuck. And if you keep looking at the wounds that you have and you keep digging in the darkness that you have, you'll never see the what's around you. Just get up, look around. Look around, there's a switch. You can put the switch on, have the light on, and look around. Huge difference, huge difference. And we love that here. This is a motivation station for motivation. When you can find yourself something that can move you forward towards, even if you're sitting and you don't know where's the switch, you can start crawling and start feeling around where's the switch. If
Yeah,
you already start doing that, you're already on the reverse.
yeah.
And
There's
you
a
can flip your life and reverse your life like this if you take responsibility to do that. If you say yes to yourself, when you decide it,
yeah.
nothing can stop you.
Exactly. That's exactly it, right? So it's not just a matter of finding the switch, it's a matter of like wanting to find the switch, right? Like you can sit there in your darkness and just wallow and just sit there and do nothing, or you can, get gain the courage, get up and you're like, you know what? Like I need to get out of this. And I think it's fair to say for a lot of my friends, it's actually been like that, which is a very beautiful thing, right? So Ray is working on bettering themselves and then like moving up and trying new things, right? Even like Morgan, for example. Like I remember Morgan's been on the podcast a few times and or like watched the podcast a few times, and she says, like when I lived in Texas, I never really went out like this. When I lived in Texas, I just stayed home, played video games, went out once in a while. And in France now, like she's rarely home. Like there's times like there's times she's home all day and doesn't do anything, and then there's
I
times
love that for you, Morgan.
she's like
Yes.
I go out and I'm out all day, and I'm so happy and proud of her for it. And she's like, you know what, honestly, I didn't think I'd ever be at this point. And I was like, maybe it was the fact that you just needed to get out of the country. Maybe it was just like you needed to explore a little bit more. I'm One thing I'm really hoping for is next year for sure is trying to visit Morgan out there. So I'm hoping to fly out to France and
You got a
just
lot of traveling going on for this
yeah.
year. Yeah.
And then definitely like during my travels, I'm definitely gonna be like recording them a little bit more, or recording sessions that I can put up on Motivation Station or even like my other podcast or my other show. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to a lot of things, and I feel like I haven't been looking forward to stuff in a very long time. And I do feel like a lot of it came down to like just like my financial situation. But now like I'm in such a nice green light again, and I have a better attitude about my money that like I'm not as worried about the future as I used to be, because I know one way or another it's going to work out. And I think it took a very long time for me to have that confidence to say that to myself.
Yes. And I don't think it's only the finance. I think it's about how you feel inside.
I think the biggest thing
Shift
was
of
like
thinking.
I no, I did have the shift of thinking for a long time, but a lot of it was like
Mhm.
I wasn't sure because like it's like you said, you have bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. I got clothes to put on people's back, and I could barely do
Mhm.
that much. I had the confidence to do it. I knew what to do. I didn't. I was like I didn't want to be in a position where I was forced to do the things I have to do. But now I don't feel forced in any of the positions I'm doing, Like the job I'm doing right now, yeah, it's a little bit tough with like my current management, but the job I love. I enjoy sitting there and doing the work I do. I love my team, like my direct team that I work with. All that is good. And even though I have this other opportunity available, and I think that one would be even better for me, if I don't get it, I still have this. And if this doesn't work out, I can try the things I want to try. And then at least I have a little bit of money in my pocket that I can at least try it for like, a week or something like that. Or, try it for a brief period. But it like now I'm not afraid of the doors because like I know there's not just one door that I can walk through. I can walk through
You
a
can
billion doors.
open any doors
Yeah. And I don't have that fear
because you
to
know
open a
your
door.
worth.
Yeah. So that's kind of like where I'm at with this. But like as far as I would say for me,
Mhm.
only because like I have a Korean barbecue to go to soon. But my final thoughts are just kind of like, yeah, like I think fall is that season where it's like trees shedding their leaves that are like dying. I'm shedding the old skin off of myself to be reborn again. To be a
Okay.
better version of myself. And I think you know it's a good time for reflection in that sense if you want to have that kind of like if you view the nature around you is doing exactly what you're doing or vice versa, like now is the best time, right? So I like Ray, I'm not going to put you on the spot or anything, but like Ray's in a situation where their whole life has been a certain way, and like they're getting tired, they're getting withered just like a tree does during the fall, right? But what happens to a tree most of the time when it comes to springtime? It's reborn. It has new leaves. It's new, whatever. It's kind of like plants too, like plants die, but then plants come back as well. But I think we're all comfortably, all of us that I know that have been on like Motivation Station, Gina, Frank, Morgan, Ray's
Oh,
here now, you,
Gina.
me, we're all in a point now that's just like
Transitioning that Gina going through?
no, but like I mean, I'm not like I'm not saying one person's doing it more than another, but like the thing is, like we're all just at that point now, which is such a beautiful thing. You know, I think
It
we're
is a transitioning time, yes, for
so
everybody.
we're it's
Yes, what
definitely
I want to say is
it's
yes.
good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
So it's definitely a transitioning time. I just want to let you know that if you guys believe in numerology or not, today is 2025. If you put plus those numbers together, 222 and 5, right? 2025. So it's a 9. And right now it's October. October is a 10 month. And the 10 plus 9, that's 19. Okay? If you want to narrow it down, it's going to be 1. 1 is leading. 19, it's all about also progression, right? So this year, it's all about completing something that's not serving you and starting and looking and re-looking and refining yourself for the things that needs for you, not just wanting, actually needs. You deep down transition, you breaking your old habits, your old patterns, right? And you're recreating yourself. And right now, the energy of the planets, of the year, of the numerology, all of that astrology, we can see the alignment of planets, and all those things do affect us. And right now, a lot of people going through transition. And I can see a lot of huge difference. Huge difference. I'm just gonna take Gina. Gina, huge difference. When I first met her, are you here?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
don't
No,
see
I'm
you.
here. I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, I'm trying to look
Like
for
the
my
first
text
I
from
met the
Gina because I was
person,
like, she didn't
and
say hi.
now after 3 years, yes, I'm sorry.
No, no, you're good. You're good.
So, and after just a short period of 3 years of a constant transformation, constant change, of little by little, eating, if we eat those small wins for the whole 3 years, it's a huge transition. And I wish that for everybody. Transitioning is painful. Growth is painful. Because breaking your old patterns is painful. You know why? Because you're loyal to your old self. You're really loyal.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Now be loyal to your new self. It is painful. It is hard. It is a lot of work. Just to get up every day and just get up on the same time every day. 10 minutes of silence, 45 minutes of workout, glass of water with lemon. I don't know, doing your skincare, reading a little bit, writing down your journal, whatever it's in your schedule. It is hard to do every day. It takes discipline. But you know what? Discipline is freedom. When everything is done, you have so much time. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, everything is done because everything is disciplined. Now you're free. Now you're free to do whatever you want to do. And imagine yourself a year ago. You never even thought of shooting a movie. You never even thought of having your own podcast about peace or doing a micro prayer. Like, who knew? But it's happening. And I wish that for everybody because it's cleared my path as well. Now I know exactly of the things that I love to do. I know what discipline is and what's helping me, what's not helping me. It's okay to feel not okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
don't feel guilty about it. Don't beat yourself down. It's okay to lay down in your bed for the whole day if you want to. It's okay. It's okay the next day start and do whatever it's in your agenda. Just don't overdo yourself. Just do what you love. Do it with so much love that it's like I was talking about recycling the energy, fulfilling that cup. Don't make your cup overload. It's gonna explode. It's not. It's not a nice one.
Yeah, no, I think the beautiful part of like that growth there, it's infectious, right? So like, you if you want to be negative, if you want to be down, right? And you're around people, like you will bring like others down with you, and you don't want to do that, right? So
Contagious.
I think it's the same thing, like, the opposite. So like me starting to pick up, me starting to be a little bit better about it, it's I see it in the world around me. I see that, like, I walk
Contagious.
by, I say good morning, I say hi to people, I'll smile at people. um and it's contagious. Sorry, not yeah, well, same thing, but yeah, exactly. And I think
Rewiring your brain. Yeah.
even like with my friends, or like with my the people I can catch, like I think it's starting to rub off on them, that like, I'm not going to them and just saying, hey man, like be happy, pick up, and like, whatever. They just picking up on the energy that I have and going with that. So like they feel happy, they feel energetic, they feel a certain way.
Yes.
um and yeah, right, yeah, definitely. We're all at a point of
Definitely. I
transition in our
agree,
lives,
Ray.
and it's
Yeah.
okay to be scared for that, of that change. It 100% is, and I think Ray, I think the more we talk, more we started to understand as well that at least we're not alone in this. At least we're not doing this alone, and there's always help out there, whether it's a friend like me, or professional help, like, like actual professional help, calling a hotline or anything like that.
A
People, I
motivation
think, are
station.
people are always, yeah, or motivation station. People are always in a boat where they're like, they feel that they have nothing, and it's like, no, you just have to, like Rose said, you got to just turn on the light and just see that what's really actually around you, because there's a plenty of things around you. And I think
Plenty.
for everyone is hitting that point. And I don't know, maybe it's the whole October thing, maybe it's just like the whole fall situation. It's awakening a lot of new things in a lot of new people.
Yes, it's the beginning of October. If you still don't know what to do in this beautiful October full time, if you're still trying to look for a switch and open up, just write down a few things you would do this month. Not today, not tomorrow, not in a week, in a whole month. Can you do one thing? Ooh, I have a feeling something fell down and it's breaking. Anyways, nice of having a puppy. Just take one or two things. I don't know, go pumpkin picking.
Mm,
Full. Right ahead. It's $2. Uh, go. I don't know. Haunted houses. Right. Halloween's coming up in the end of the October. What actually excites you? That can help. Just doing one thing can make you turn that switch on.
yeah, yeah,
One thing. Enjoy it, please. It's October. For some people, it's like, oh. Some people like, like, where are you? Where are you? It's a choice.
it really
It's
is a
a
choice.
beautiful choice. And
Mm,
October is beautiful. Look around. The leaves from green turning yellow, red, orange. They're shedding out. They're getting ready for a winter. And it's fine. It's a cycle.
yeah,
And then they're going to bloom again in the springtime. You want to hibernate till the spring? You're missing out of so much life. This is your life. Are you
yeah,
missing out? Are you actually creating it? Maybe it's time to look around, turn that switch, look around and start creating. Maybe clean the window because you didn't see the sun for so many days and years. Clean the window.
yeah.
Let the sun come inside your room and then look around.
It's a
Stop living in your own head. Get out.
it's it's
Get out.
a it's a definitely a interesting and fun time period to be in. I look forward to it too, because I mean, not just for like motivation station, like we're about to hit our year mark, which is beautiful, but then it's also like, I don't know, like I think we talked about like our favorite seasons. I think I had said fall as well, just because it's like I love like how everything changes around us, And I think because maybe this year is a lot more about self-reflection, it's like now, like
Mm-hmm.
finally letting like things shed off you, you know. So should be
Everything that's
a good
not
month.
serving you should be gone.
Yeah, yeah. um I think it's definitely going to be a fun month for not just us but for everybody in general. I know we have a lot going on, and both for with motivation and in our lives. So I look forward to that. So I'll say cheers to that much. So cheers
Cheers.
to our October month, our year mark coming up soon. Um, but yeah, I mean, audience, we love the fact that you come and spend time with us and watch our show. And we hope you look forward to our future episodes. But we have a lot of good times coming up, and we appreciate you guys being with us this far, and we hope you look forward to our future as well.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for listening up in Spotify.
Yes, I gotta update that too. Actually, I've been falling back on that. I mean, we have like 40 something episodes
Ah,
on there, but I haven't uploaded like the last, I think, like
ooh.
3 episodes. But I know I have a friend
Mm.
that listens to them, so I know he watches them and keeps me up to date. But I will work
That's
on everything.
amazing. We do have a great listeners. We do have a great watchers on your own time, no pressure. If you want to be with us live and chat, and of course be a guest on our show, you're always more than welcome to tune in every Saturday 11 a.m. Also, we do have our beautiful Gmail account where you can send us email if something is concerning you, you want to share something. We're happy to share your story. Also, we do have our Facebook page. We do have our Instagram page, Station for Motivation. Yes, this is Station for Motivation when you can say anything that you want to say, and it's a very safe space, no judge, and just let it out and see how you can reflect and find yourself a solution from the thing that you're sharing, because you will. In the end of this episode, you will find yourself a solution for your own, that you will find that switch. And I want you to find that switch. And you can always rewatch. We have so many great episodes. Today's episode number 50.
Yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe we did
We do
50
have
episodes.
2,500 views, which is amazing. It's like 2,550. It's like, 2025. Isn't that all around that
It's
area?
all adding up. Yep.
Wasn't that amazing? And we're definitely on the right track. We definitely welcome Ray. Ray, definitely look forward to a bright future for the podcast. Ray, definitely a great addition to our team. I would love to, guys, meet her. I definitely want to get to know you a little more better. Amazing human being. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all of you. And thank you, Sanjay, for still coming on Saturday
Hey, I make the most of it.
and putting that
I'll be honest.
switch on and being here.
I've been planning stuff on Saturday lately, and I'm like, damn, I really need to go back to making sure I have time for the podcast on Saturdays. But no, yeah, no problem. And I appreciate you too, because like, I know time isn't always on our side. Sometimes we don't catch each other all week, and we just catch ourselves on the podcast. But it's always
Yes,
nice catching up.
yes. It's definitely a great. That's just 1 hour, but that hour is like a air for the whole week.
Yeah, yeah. It's like literally like what is going on, and we catch up almost
Yes.
immediately. But
Are we
no,
on point? Are we on our goals? Are we
yeah,
are doing something? Are we happy? What is happening? You're not happy. What are we gonna do about that?
yeah.
It's so much to keep you going.
I
Just
think
keep going.
I think like I said at one point, I mentioned how like I do feel like this podcast is its own like therapy to myself. And I told my wife that too, because like especially when I was feeling like down and whatnot, she was like, maybe you should go see a professional, go talk to someone, things like that. And I was like, honestly, when I do my podcast, like that feels like my form of therapy, because like I'm able to just like let things out, talk to you, talk to our audience, and it's been refreshing. I feel a lot better about it, so I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, say a huge hello to Christine.
Yes,
I'm
and
sure
Lily.
she's doing things that she loves too, and Lily, of course. That beautiful girl that I always see on Snapchat.
Yeah. She just grabs my phone and like she knows how to do it and post it up, and I'm like the same like 4 or 5 people keep watching the stories, and I'm just like, yeah, you know where I'm at right now. You see how she's doing, but she's happy, so
Yeah,
I'm
she
happy she's
is a
happy.
happy bundle. Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thank you. Like I said, thank you again for joining us on our podcast again, and we look forward to seeing you next time. So we'll see you next week at 11. Definitely have a motivated day, and we'll talk soon. So take care.
Yeah. Happy motivated day, guys. Bye bye.